AITA for letting my kids disturb my husband during an important work meeting. After he said he would handle them for a day to prove how easy my job is. Am I the asshole? Clear Coffee 7140. He's seriously saying you shouldn't be so petty and prideful. While you are being petty. With reason. He is the one being prideful. All he had to do was admit he was wrong and you have helped, but he chose to screw up in front of his manager rather than admit fault. NTA. Rambling Man UK. 4020. Him saying you can see him struggling but you did nothing is the whole problem. He sees you struggling and does nothing to help take things off your plate. He piles more stuff onto it. Maybe you could have helped out during the meeting, but honestly I say NTA. When he calms down, point out that he experienced a fraction of what you have to handle on a daily basis. Secret_double_9239. 2968. NTA. He deserved a little comeuppance. If he doesn't come home until 8 to 9, you are basically a single mother, working part-time, while taking full care of 2 small children, and maintaining an entire household, with little to no help from him. You're allowed to occasionally be exhausted. He was an ass for making you feel guilty about one dinner. He was an even bigger ass to insinuate that what you do is no big deal. The icing on his asshole shitcake was claiming he could easily do it. Fuck around and find out. XA0** with so many people working from home now, people obviously understand there's a slight possibility a kid will interrupt something. It was likely no big deal to his meeting. And he deserved it. XA0. Desperate Film 599. 7063. I would have left the house for the entire day and not picked up my phone. Then he'd really get a feel for being the SAH parent. Planet Sarah. 925. 5. Your NTA, XA0 greater than he said he was doing this to show that I do nothing all day, automatic energy. They're greater than he was really angry at me. He said I could see what was happening and I just watched him struggle without helping. What you could see was what your day-to-day life is like. Just starring him for a change. Greater than he said I should be so petty and prideful. Look who's talking. Quote, ditto head forever. 1325. NTA. And if I am not reading the post completely wrong, they your husband's kids as well? So not sure why point 1 is worded as it is with the I didn't step in to help when my kids were disturbing him. He said he could handle it. He couldn't that S on him. Karen Med Q. 16865. In Taha's he apologized yet? TBH, if I was you I'd make sure he has them on his own far more often from now on. I'd be booking weekends away. Always right. 12. 860. AITA for refusing to bring materials to my stepdaughter so she can do school work while recovering from surgery? Am I the asshole? Ambitious_word 2131. Oh, brother. I am on your side. Op. MIL told me I just proved to Elise that I don't care about her at all and I never loved her unconditionally as a parent when I wouldn't sacrifice for her. Your opportunity to love her in any way as a parent was taken away from you. And these women refuse to respond to your stated reason for not wanting to be on the XS property. Please do not communicate directly with Elise's mother. Anything concerning your stepdaughter should come from and only from your husband. Yeah, you could have picked the crap up for Elise and left it on the front porch. Or at the street end of the driveway. A little petty, but practical considering the risk of confrontation if you brought it to the door and knocked. Why put yourself through that? NTA. Popo Pitifum. 8320. NTASHE is almost an adult and has been treating you like dirt for years. I am a kind person. But I am also not a doormat. If somebody is going to be downright mean to me, I don't help them out unless it was a life or death situation, frankly. The family members who are advocating that you go and help Elise are not doing her any favors either. They're trying to teach her that you can treat people like crap, and they should still be willing to do things for you. That's not how life works. I would feel differently if Elise was much younger or if the parents were actively with the trying to help the situation. Minutes set 49:31. 3491. NTA. If the situation with SD was still new and developing, you might have helped yourself by helping her. But it's not new and developing. It's essentially completed and developed. The damage is done, has been for a while. X and SD have made it abundantly clear you're not welcome in their lives, even going so far as getting a court order to that effect. Unless you're desperate to get them back in your life, you should continue to honor their repeated requests that you disappear from theirs. Good riddance to them. Not a stoner hippie. 1554. If NTA her mother can go and collect the work for her delightful darling daughter, or Mill can go and get it, I would most certainly not pick up anything for a child that is rude to me or my children. The people saying YTA are deluded. Majestic Leopard 563. 1131. I feel like half the people here haven't even read the post. Stepdaughter has been awful to you since she was 6 when you married her dad. It's been over 10 years. Why should you do anything to help her? Yes, she might have been brainwashed by her mother, but she's 17 now, can make up her own mind, but she still doesn't want to. She hasn't even got a relationship with your kids. Everyone who are saying, this would have been a win for you. No, it wouldn't. It's been this long, and after all this time, you doing that for her would make it seem like you are spineless and all of these people can walk over you. NTA at all. I don't think you in a lose-lose situation. Barmster 1992. 784. Or NTMHO. They are going to bad mouth you no matter what you do. If you do drop off the materials, they will spin it that they had to force you to do it. Because you're such a rotten person, you wouldn't just do it on your own like a decent person would. Don't feel bad. There are plenty of other folks who can bring this child her schoolwork, or her family can go to get them from the school. Robs_watch. 818. NTA your husband's ex already hates you. Your stepdaughter already hates you. You would not have changed anything by bringing that schoolwork to her. In fact, I'm pretty sure they would have blamed you for a missing paper or something. What is your Mill on? She deluded or what? She thinks after these years you missed out on an easy win by not bringing your SD her schoolwork? Where was she all these years? Watching the drama from sidelines? She couldn't have spoken to her granddaughter? Now she wants to preach the DIL. Anyone who's evil not only to you, but also to your own children does not deserve any empathy or sympathy or kindness. You owe at least that much to your own kids. If you turn out to be a great mother to your own kids is when you can become a good mother to someone else's kids. Cute anything 6019. 33. AITA for telling my husband to listen to his kids because I'd be the one facing the repercussions if he doesn't? Quote, am I the asshole? Grouchy ad 129. NTA. If your husband keeps pushing this, then his kids eventually won't want to see him either. They will either come around or they won't. But pushing them will only make them feel like they have to choose. Planet Sarah. 5937. NTA I'm pretty sure his kids are at that age where they can go to court and decide they no longer want to have time with their father at all. Lost all doubt 86. 1107. Your husband is really generous with your time and energy. He has no problem with you and the kids being unhappy for days so he can see them for a couple of hours. You do all the work. He gets what he wants. He doesn't care that it will be hard for everyone but him. He doesn't care what anyone else in this situation thinks. He does not care about anyone's feelings, opinions, or wants but his own. And he's making you suffer for it. You and his kids. Why are his feelings the only ones that matter? Especially when he will be doing zero of the work. He won't even be there. NTA. If he's out of town, why wouldn't you bring the kids to their moms? Whatever tantrum he'll throw will be better than dealing with unhappy teenagers for 4 days. COVID isolation. 276. NTA. If he wants to see them for a few hours after he gets back, he should go to their mom's house and take them out or something after he gets back. It's completely ridiculous for him to expect them to spend 4 days at your house when he isn't even there and they don't want to be there. This is basically him saying he wants everyone to cater to his whims and convenience. Well, he should have had kids if that's what he wanted. Of course, if there were some sort of emergency, there might be special circumstances where you could step up to have them over. But it sounds like you are the type of person who would do the right thing in those circumstances already. So that isn't the issue here. Yep_Nopanope. 690. At the risk of being an I highly recommend having yourself removed from the school's contact list as well. You've been doing mom and dad favors all these years and it has gone unappreciated. Sure, it sucks for the kids to be stuck at school when they are unwell, but they and their parents are old enough to know that behavior has consequences. Let the parents figure their own shit out while you focus on your baby. Strong Guidance 6092. 500. NTA. You're caught in a difficult situation where your stepchildren don't feel comfortable staying with you in your husband's absence. Your suggestion for your husband to listen to the kids and their preferences is valid, as it shows consideration for their feelings and fosters a better relationship with them. Your concerns about managing their potential anger and disrespect while your husband is away are understandable, and it's important for him to recognize and address these issues rather than dismissing them. Prioritizing the well-being and comfort of the children in blended family dynamics is crucial, and open communication and understanding from all parties are necessary to find a resolution that works for everyone involved. Meringue Fun 1766. 149. For greater than he told me I should want the kids with me sounds like he is being willfully ignorant about the situation. Stand your ground on this. NTA. Jin_42. 67. AITA for celebrating both my children equally and diminishing my daughter's achievement? Am I the asshole? Adventurous House 138. Was putting Hannah's certificate on the fridge all you did? No celebration dinner or special outing or anything? Because if that's the case, I have to go with YTA. It sounds like Hannah is putting in a lot of effort and a lot of time towards her academics, instead of having fun, and feels like she's not getting recognition for her efforts. XA0 You're not wrong for recognizing your son's improvements, but it seems like you are not celebrating Hannah's work the same way. A single B on an assignment should get praise, but it should get the same amount of positive feedback as winning an inter-school debate competition. Lecter L. 1170. So, it sounds like you expect less of Luke than you do of Hannah. You are blowing off his laziness as a boy thing, and people wonder why boys are falling behind, now that girls no longer have the bullshit sexist restrictions of days of old on them. Boys have always been routinely excused for laziness, and that goes well into adulthood. You are setting him up to fail. Good job reinforcing to both of your kids that women have to work significantly harder to receive the same accolades as males who put no effort in. It would be one thing if he was making an actual effort to get that grade. You yourself admit that he basically doesn't give a fuck nor puts any effort into school. And he then gets the same gold star as his sister. Who is busting her ass? I wish I could say it's surprising. But sadly, it is not. Maybe you should be focusing on how you are failing your son instead of worrying about praising him for minimal effort. This isn't about his abilities or lack thereof. He gets C's because his parents allow him to not put in effort and play video games all day. This is a problem of your making the refrigerator isn't the problem. The way you treat your two kids differently most definitely is. They have not had the exact same upbringing. Somehow, I doubt Hannah would be getting the same excuses made for her as her brother if she was getting all C's and playing games all day instead of doing schoolwork, out of curiosity. Are your kids responsible for any chores? Is only your female child responsible for chores? Is your male child provided with excuses as to why he didn't do said chores? If they aren't responsible for chores, why not ? It sounds like your son does no schoolwork, doubtfully does chores, and just dicks around on his console all day with your blessing . You know that you are the parent, right? Parent is not just a noun, it is a verb. As in, you have to do it. I gotta tell you. It sounds like you creating a really shitty future partner, parent, and adult with your son, which is just what the world needs, another lazy, entitled man. Internal student 997. 2347. YTA. I am not surprised at Hannah's attitude at all. She works hard to earn her achievements, while Luke sits around playing video games and gets the same recognition she does after he phones. In the bare minimum, I can see how Hannah might find it annoying to have her actual achievement equated to her brother's best, when I wasn't playing video games effort. Your kids haven't actually had the exact same upbringing. You obviously have very different expectations for them. How many hours a day would you let Hannah sit around and play video games if her school performance was suffering? Briella_Gem. 1289. YTAIT would be one thing if Luke was not naturally great at school but was trying hard and because of that improved his grades to a B XA0, but if he isn't actually doing much homework and then gets 1B, I don't think that should be celebrated. And if he can get a C or B without doing much work, then that implies he would be capable of as if he tried. There definitely is a balance between celebrating success and effort that is hard to manage for kids of different abilities. XA0, but it seems that Luke isn't doing either. XAO as a thought experiment. If Hannah stopped putting in effort and consistently got Bs, would those go on the fridge? Quote, V_N_D_E_L_E_Y. 414. YTA comparing a debate contest win with a B on *** an assignment ** is incomparable. It's obvious to anyone who sees this, including your daughter, that your son is the golden child. Chiquita Banana Kush. 690. I think it's good to celebrate your son's improvements YTA for not stepping up to set expectations. For him, most boys are not complete slackers, and you are setting him up for a lifetime of failure if you don't get on top of what's happening with him. Is he coping with undiagnosed depression of learning difficulties? Is he lazy because he's allowed to be? Is he addicted to gaming? There are lots of possibilities, and it's on you to explore them. Sweet potato pie time. 113. Gonna go against the grain and give a YTA, yes. Hannah went a bit far in insulting her brother, and that was wrong of her. But I don't think her anger comes from a place of entitlement or malice. It sounds like Hannah works very hard and puts a lot of effort into succeeding, while Luke as you put it, isn't motivated to even try most of the time. It probably feels to Hannah like nothing she does is good enough. Because no matter how many hours of effort she pours into studying and working and going to tournaments and clubs, she's always going to get the exact same amount of recognition for all that effort as her brother gets for playing video games and coming home with a B. I don't think you should stop praising Luke for improvements in his performance. Of course, it's a good thing to motivate him to do his best and to recognize any strides he makes. However, I think it might be helpful to make it clear that you're proud of Hannah and that her achievements are genuinely impressive, because from everything you say in your post, it sounds like Hannah works harder for her achievements than Luke does. And while that doesn't mean Luke should be praised, it does mean Hannah could use some extra recognition for the sacrifices and effort she makes to be where she is. Don't tell Hannah she's superior to Luke, but do tell her you see how hard she works and that it matters to you that she's such a hard-working young woman. That can go a long way in mending hurt and jealousy. ETA, because people keep putting words in my mouth. No, I don't think OP should acknowledge or reward Luke. No, I don't think they should throw Luke's achievements in the trash to appease Hannah. No, I don't think Hannah should insult her brother. Literally all I said is that Hannah clearly put in extra work, is feeling underappreciated, and that it might be helpful to offer some individual praise and acknowledgement of her effort. Outside of slapping her achievements on the fridge next to her brother's B like she's a 5-year-old. Who won the class spelling bee? Angelic Bear 05. 5195.